I wrote about this today in my update. Have you had a chance to see the Utami Hayashishita Syuri match yet from Stardom?
I have, yeah. It's really rare, I would say, that something that's maybe non New Japan or non AEW, or I guess non NXT or WWE. I think gets the amount of buzz like a match like this. So I definitely have to check it out.
Yeah, this if you have not seen it, it's Utami defending the World of Stardom Championship against Syuri Kondo, who was a former fighter in UFC, and I mean, this was just such a. I just thought like the pacing of this match, the work on the arm from Syuri, it just escalated so much, focusing on the arm and the time limit that they had in place. It just added so much drama in those closing minutes as they.
Spoiler alert, obviously,
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
So just skip ahead if you intend on watching it. But if you
Well,
don't care, please go ahead, John.
Well, I will just say that, I mean, the time limit to me, it was such a great tool. And when it's utilized, I think more often than not, it works. And in this case, I thought it was just fantastic. I mean, this was largely just, it was a war of attrition between these two.
I laugh because we saw draws tonight as well, or at least we saw non-finishes tonight as well. And yeah, I imagine you'll have a very different reaction to some of the
Yes,
non-finishes.
somehow it's very different when you're doing a 30-minute time limit versus a 2-minute beat the clock challenge, and somehow you just weren't paying attention and then forgot what the rules of the match were. Bit of a difference here, but this is I've talked to people who it's their match of the year.
WH included.
Yeah.
So that tells you something. I think it says something, the fact that you can have two people wrestle for 30 minutes and then another 15 on top of that and have no result and leave everybody completely satisfied and touting it as the match of the year. It speaks to the quality of the work. And I'm not a Stardom viewer, but like Syuri was definitely somebody that caught my eye watching the Hana Kimura show. And to see her in this match at her full ability for 45 minutes, she was absolutely magnificent. So smooth, so intense, and the emotion on her face upon the finish was absolutely incredible. So highly recommended match for people to check out.
Yeah, for me, like watching Hayashishita, who like I've watched like a good amount of her entire career, which isn't saying a lot because it's not even been 3 years since she debuted. I mean, she's already been placed as like the focal point of Stardom with the championship. Now she has that rivalry that I think is going to elevate her that much more. I mean, this rematch, I think, will be such a big deal when they go to it. And yeah, to your point, by the end of those 43 minutes, I mean, this place was electric for it. And it was, I just thought the end sequence they left everything there. It was such a dramatic match. And I thought it was just outstanding.
Wanted to also mention, of course, the English commentary that we got as part of the show too. Did you watch it with English commentary?
Yes, I watched the English commentary. It was Stuart Fulton, who's been doing, with Tokyo Joshi Pro and Noah, and he was joined by Sonny Gutierrez. And I think Stuart Fulton is emerging as one of the best play-by-play voices in the entire industry. He is fantastic.
He was excellent, not just at following the storylines, calling the action. I mean, I get the sense the man speaks Japanese. Like, was translating everything, or at least had the enough set up to be able to directly translate what was going on. So it gave you like a really great complete English translated package of Stardom, and that's a huge plus to anybody looking to get into it.
Yeah, the fact they had English commentary for this match, that's just going to open the floodgates for people to sample this that much more. The English commentary makes a big difference today. And I think it's beyond time for Stardom to be utilizing English commentary. It was a pay-per-view over the weekend, so it cost $40. It will be up on Stardom World. If I'm Stardom, in a week or two, I'm putting this entire thing up to get to as many people as possible. I would, you want to have that window where it's exclusive for your pay-per-view buyers, but this is one you put out there. I would.
Or some sort of promotion for Stardom World, like get your first month, for a relatively cheaper price. I mean, at this point, we're talking about a pretty niche product, and therefore maybe it should be presented as sort of like a, in premium pricing. But
or put the 30 minutes up on YouTube, and for the full match, sign up to Stardom World.
That's a very good idea, I would think.
See the whole show up there. Because, I mean, it was it had the Cinderella finals as well. It was a really big show for Stardom on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that certainly the match of the week, and for some, match of the year. It's high up there.